This is the very first clip which I'm recording, which is intended to tell about my opinions for the future of humanity, and which I have formulated within the book called The Way of Reason and Heart. This book is yet not translated into English. It's temporarily exists in Russian only, for I am Russian by language, by mother language, and I want to tell you something related to my opinions, which are disclosed in that book. So, well, let's start from who I am. My name is Vojislav Ran. I live in Sevastopol. This is in Ukraine, the Crimea. As about the rest, so I'm not gonna tell you anything about politics, because this is not what I'm interested about. My real interest is only in futurology. You might associate it, that word, with Jacques Fresco, Roxanne Meadows, and other people like this, with the zeitgeist moment and so on. But you see, they are not the only who are thinking about the future of humanity. So, about the doctrina, about the way of reason and heart. What I want to tell you, first of all of us know that humans are such essences which prefer to be among untouched nature. A clean nature is what we need. We need a clean environment. But in fact, we are we live not by our own will. We are made to live by the system in the so-called cities, countries, and such other stationary forms of existence. There is a little different form, like living in mobile houses, but they are in fact not mobile. They are standing at some camping all of its life cycle, and never move anywhere. This is just because the owners of this caravan, as they call it, cannot afford a piece of ground, I mean land, to how to say, for their own and usage, and build some house and so on. What I want to say about it, this is not actually needed. If you look around, what you see, this is some kind of hive made of concrete, asphalt, uh, glass, and so on. These are all artificial materials, metal constructions, many roads, tubes, and this is all where we people are made to live the most of our lives. But this is not natural, this is not what we want, because once a chance for this appears, each one of us wants to go to nature, and when we go there, we feel, and when we see some clean environment, some natural environment, we feel much better than we would staying in city, in town. I mean, so the concept of the way of reason and heart is one of the concepts, one of the principles is that there must no be stationary form of existence at all. You know, somehow I saw a film, actually Japanese anime, I think, about this supreme race of the galaxy, which is much like humans, and these creatures live exclusively on board of their spaceships. You know, I liked that idea very much, and from that time I think that this is what we really need. We just need some mobile form of homestead, and actually our civilization doesn't need to transform the existing environment to destroy the so-called natural resources. I mean wood, I mean oil, gas, stone in any form of any kind. So this is one of the concepts. This is far from all that I want to tell you, because this is only the first clip in this series, and actually the concept is very simple and very strict. It is like something something geometrically verified. So there are some laws, so-called laws. I call those laws natural laws for the rational essence. I mean humans, or anyone like humans, and some concepts related to technology, which tell us what concept concepts must be in as base for the technological system used by humanity in future, in the near future and in the far future. Both those systems are based on the idea of autonomy. I mean that now people would be in need of taking part by other people, are independent of other people. This independence is one of the principles also for the relationships between human beings as they are. This is one of the principles very alike to anarchy, and in fact it is. I position myself as an anarchist since my school years, and now there is 25 years past since I founded my concept for the future of humanity, and only now I'm starting to tell it in such a form, like video with some audio record. This is a very convenient form. In fact, I have started to do that only now, but before that I wrote much articles, even books, but I guess this is not really so efficient as when you tell what you think. Just even if you don't show any interesting picture, only yourself in the frame of the movie. And now there is such a project called Mr. Freeman in Russia, where which is a series of movies, clips painted in monochrome, in black and white, and nothing special is visible there, but this sense of things they disclose in their speeches is very interesting. So I would recommend to see this series, but the only problem is that Mr. Freeman is created in Russian only. So the clip is ending, and this is end of transmission. Goodbye.